A young woman disappears, a hotel soaked in secrets, and one chilling video that shocked the world. It was supposed to be a fun solo trip. A young woman, just 21 years old, traveling from Canada to explore California. She checked into a cheap downtown hotel in Los Angeles, one with a sketchy past, but she probably didn't know that. Or maybe she did and didn't care. She was just trying to find herself, experience something different, write about it, blog it, post it. Her name was Elisa Lam. She arrived in LA in January 2013. She was staying at the Cecil Hotel, a place with a long, dark history, a place that's seen more than its fair share of death. Serial killers, suicides, people who checked in but never checked out. But Elisa wasn't thinking about that. She was a college student trying to take a break from school and life. Her Tumblr posts were hopeful, personal, sometimes a little sad. You could feel her searching for something bigger, some kind of meaning. But soon, she would become the center of one of the internet's most disturbing mysteries. On January 31st, she was last seen alive. Hotel surveillance footage caught her inside the elevator. What happened in that video would go viral. It would spark thousands of conspiracy theories, endless YouTube breakdowns, Reddit threads, and documentaries. Everyone wanted to know what was going on with Elisa Lam in that elevator. In the video, the elevator doors slide open. Elisa steps in. She presses several buttons, more than you'd expect someone to press. Then she steps back, waits. But the elevator doesn't move. The doors don't close. Something's off. She leans out, peeking down the hallway quickly like she's scared or hiding from someone. Then she jumps back inside, presses more buttons, then flattens herself against the corner like she's trying to disappear. For a moment, she steps out, makes strange hand gestures, twisting, floating, almost like she's talking to someone no one else can see. Her arms move in slow, controlled motions as if underwater. Then she vanishes from the frame. The elevator doors stay open, unmoving. The whole thing is unsettling. It feels wrong, off balance. People watched and rewatched that footage looking for clues. Was she being followed? Was she playing a game? Was this paranormal? A mental break? A setup? A cover-up? Everyone had a theory, but at that point, nobody knew where she was. Elisa Lam had disappeared. Her parents, worried when she didn't call them, contacted the police. Flyers went up around L.A. The LAPD searched the hotel using dogs, going floor to floor. Nothing. Meanwhile, the guests at the Cecil Hotel started to complain. The water pressure was low. The tap water tasted strange. Some guests even said it looked black when it first came out of the faucet. A maintenance worker was sent to check the roof tanks. What he found changed everything. Inside one of the hotel's large water tanks, he discovered Elisa's body, naked, floating face up. Her clothes were later found nearby, inside the same tank. She had been missing for 19 days. Immediately, people started asking questions. How did she get in there? The roof was supposed to be locked. There were alarms, ladders, heavy lids. It wasn't the kind of place a guest could just wander into, at least not easily. The official cause of death? Accidental drowning, no signs of trauma, no evidence of assault, no drugs, no alcohol in her system, just the medications she was prescribed for bipolar disorder. But to the internet, the story was far from over. People pointed out details. Some thought the hotel was covering something up. Others swore the video had been tampered with. The timestamps were weird. The footage seemed slowed down. What was edited out? Was someone else there? Some believed Elisa was playing the elevator game, a bizarre internet ritual meant to transport players to another dimension. The rules matched some of her button presses. Was she trying it? Did something go wrong? Others noticed strange coincidences. A movie called Dark Water, released years earlier, featured a girl who drowns in a rooftop water tank. In that film, the water comes out black. The parallels were eerie. And of course, there's the Cecil Hotel itself. Its history is filled with tragedy. Serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, stayed there. So did Jack Unterweger, who murdered women while living at the hotel as a journalist. Suicides, overdoses, disappearances, it's like the building itself carries a curse. All of it fed the mystery. But for Elisa's family, it wasn't a story. It was heartbreak. As the public speculated, her parents quietly mourned. Her struggles with mental health became headlines. But she was more than a headline. She was a person, a daughter, a student, a young woman trying to figure life out. She wrote online about feeling overwhelmed, about battling depression. She was open about her bipolar disorder. She'd been on medication. But if you've ever known someone with bipolar, you know it's not always a straight line. Some days are clear, some are chaos. When the autopsy came out, people noticed something. Traces of her medications were lower than expected. That led some experts to believe she may have stopped taking them properly or at all. If she was experiencing a manic episode or psychosis, that could explain her behavior in the elevator, her disorganized thinking, her paranoia, even her decision to climb into the tank. But still, how did she manage to get up there alone? Why didn't the hotel staff notice something was wrong sooner? Why did the elevator door stay open so long? There are still no clear answers, and maybe that's what makes the Elisa Lam case so haunting. It sits in the space between tragedy and mystery. The real horror isn't ghosts or conspiracies, it's the silence around mental health. The way someone can slip through the cracks even when the whole world is watching. Elisa went to LA looking for meaning. She didn't find it, but the world found her in the worst way possible. We're left with a few minutes of strange footage and a tank of still water that held too many secrets for too long. But this story isn't over, because what they found on that rooftop was only the beginning. Part 2 uncovers what really happened.